Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Welcome to another week. Sorry for the video being a day late. Having some problems with my editing and video platform. I use Camtasia and it dumped. I had to get a whole new application. Enough said, enough of my problems. Let's cruise down and get you to where we're at. It is happening. We are into the week of client lifetime value. And this is a very hard assignment. Just be upfront about it. This is a video, this discussion of the week. It will help you. It will give you the information you need to be successful and also understand what client lifetime value is. It's looking at the frequency a customer purchases with the business of choice, the recency they have purchased from the business of choice, and finally, how much they monetize from that customer of choice. Those are the three things I remember: frequency, recency, and monetization, and how long that happens over the lifetime of purchases. It also differentiates between if it's a one-time purchase item versus a multiple purchasing item, as if you're going to the grocery store or coffee shop versus a refrigerator or a couch. This week's assignment is tough. I cannot emphasize that enough. And so please look at the video before you get underway. Now, the assignment of the week, the example is extraordinary. Let me get back to the example. Oh, right there. There are three of them. I would say Cascade Primary, once again, did stellar work. And what they did was looked at the lifetime value of patients. Here's customer lifetime value report. This is a message from CEO. Understanding key metrics, and this is what's important, why you did KPIs first, and then roll into your CLV. Average purchase value, average purchase frequency, lifespan, and profit margin. So again, what I've talked about: recency, frequency, and monetization. What this team started looking at is, okay, current estimated customer lifetime value, $137.25. Average purchase frequency, 12 times over the year, 3 years. Profit margin about 10%. So this is their CLV for a patient, $494. So what they're looking at is the estimated CLV, average order value, purchase frequency, average customer lifetime, and that gives you the customer lifetime value. Okay, so when they looked at decrease in customer lifespan, recent changes in the local healthcare market, and the emergence of new competition have led some patients to seek alternative providers. As a result, Cascade's lifespan has decreased from 3 years to 2 years. That creates problems. So here's the calculation, and the assumption the new CLV 2 years decreases from 3 years. That's going to be impact of 329 from 494. Impact variable changes on CLV. Now, scenario 2, an increase in average purchase value. So by implementing strategic upselling and cross-selling, maybe selling more to the patients they have, they can make more money. And this is the analysis. Our data, CLV, variables, increased PM, estimated current, and increased CL. Brilliant work. Our data visuals, I love the way they gave me all the information I needed to make a sound decision for this practice. So their suggestions, after all the work they put in, implement a patient loyalty and referral program. And that was a smart decision. Actually, Cascade Primary Care did that. Optimize appointment reminders and follow-up communications. Be present, be visible with them so they don't forget about you. And introduce value-added service and preventative care packages. This was by far one of the best CLV packets I've ever received. Each and every one of these Cascade Primary looked at and implemented in their business. So this is what a good CLV looks like. The other two you have here, you have, jumped all the way out. You have Chewy, and then you have Willamette Valley Bed and Breakfast. Once again, these two have been the all-stars throughout the term. Okay, that's your work this week, and then I'd be remiss if I didn't start mentioning what's upcoming. You're also going to have to do an infographic and a brochure for your client. You're doing both of those, not a choice between the two. You're doing both. And if you want to get ahead, I've talked to a couple of project managers that are trying to get better at managing the project. My suggestion is every week, tell your team the rough draft needs to be in by Wednesday, since this is a Monday through Sunday class. Then on Friday, you look at it and start fine-tuning it. By Sunday, you're not in crisis mode. Making Friday night, and I've heard this from a couple project managers, your first rough draft, or Saturday afternoon, Sunday becomes hectic. And I know you have other classes, you have other commitments. Be kind to yourself and have Wednesday the first look at a rough draft. And that'll come in really handy, especially for the infographic and brochure. Look at the examples. And I was just doing this in the on-ground class I teach at Fox. We're cruising. I mean, it's getting close. So now you got a mock website you have to do, call to action video, and I'm going to do a shout out here. It's a few weeks out, but this experiential marketing plan and this social purpose marketing plan are incredibly tough. So start planning now, because these two, well, I'll say these three, the video, the experiential, and the social purpose, have dropped grades for groups because they didn't give enough time and focusing on that. So make sure you get those three done. And then we're very close to the end. And if you haven't looked at the marketing closeout document yet, for most teams, it's between 22 to 25 pages. So make sure you take a peek at that. Okay, that's everything this week. Sorry for the delay, but you have my video, and I look forward to talking to you during the week. If not, I'll get another video out on Monday.